Hey everyone, I'm Sparanda,
And I'm Starlight Road.
and welcome to the HellfireComms playthrough of Naruto Ultimate Ninja. Yeah, this is the thing that I was talking about in the Discord a little while ago. I don't know when these videos are going to go up, so it might be a while before this actually happens, but this is something that I've wanted to do for quite a while. Some of you probably remember that Starlight and I did the streams for Naruto Storm 2. Those were very fun, and I just kind of wanted to do something a little bit different. For live commentary rather than doing the stream. So we're going to be going through all 12 of the character stories. They're not all unlocked at this point. But we're going to go ahead and get started with the
Naruto Uzumaki Saga.
Yep, he said it right there.
It's cute that they all have their own colors.
The story begins.
What's also very cute is that absolutely none of these is canon.
Oh, of course not.
All of them have problems. As we will see when we get into things, they took quite a bit of liberty with basically every bit of these. There's a few points here and there that's taken directly from the original series in terms of adaptation. Like, this is pretty normal, you know, threatening to drop them from the program because they didn't pass the test or whatever. One of the other big problems, as evidenced right here, is that the volume mixing is horrendous.
You and me, right now.
Particularly Kakashi and Orochimaru are almost inaudible for a fair point of the game.
If you understand, bring it on.
It's a common problem with Naruto games, mostly in the dub, I've found, sadly. But, you know what? It's fine. We don't really need to hear what the characters are saying. This is not a game that's about the story, primarily.
They can let their fists do the talking.
Oh, of course. I have unfortunately forgotten to change my controls, so I'm going to have to do that in between sessions. But I can make do for right now.
Awesome. Ooh.
So it's a little bit similar in the Storm, compared to the Storm games, in the sense that you have combos depending on which direction you're holding. It's a little bit more limited in that not every character has a combo for each direction. That thing right there is an extra attack where if you keep pressing the button, they'll try to do an extra attack, and usually the CPU opponent will dodge out of the way with a substitution jutsu. Every character has two of these jutsus that they can activate by doing a special combo. Naruto's is holding up during his normal combo. His other one that he can do is double pressing down and then attack, which does the fart from the tuning exams, because of course it is.
Oh, this was so early in Naruto, huh?
He does not have the Rasengan.
I'm liking this OTG kick that you've got here. Just keep beating them while they're down.
Yeah, I mean, we're basically at the start of the game. Oh, he's not going to let me get the special attack before we get started here, so we're just going to defeat Kakashi, as is definitely what happened in the series, and move on.
Good job. You pass.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely about Naruto beating the shit out of you and not about teamwork or anything.
He's shown some quite interesting growth.
He showed quite interesting growth by spamming the same attacks over and over. Like he was playing Smash Bros. Or something.
What a fascinating little sentence, implying that Kakashi has been watching this guy at all.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't happening. So who do you think our second opponent is going to be? Oops, it's there on the screen.
The duel against Sasuke.
These are going to run real quick through pretty expected opponents, I feel like, in a lot of cases. And some of the other stories that are like Sakura's, you're going to get some pretty random ones, because Sakura doesn't fight anyone in the early parts of the series.
No, it takes a little while.
Don't howl, loser.
So they gotta fill in a bit more for Sakura's story.
I'm gonna fight.
We're gonna be doing, and on this recording session we're doing right now, Naruto's story and Sasuke's and Sakura's. We're gonna cover the three of those. They're all gonna be separate parts, just because, you know, I feel like that's a better way to do it.
Agreed.
This should not work on Sasuke. Sasuke should not care about sexy jutsu.
Now
Why is that, Sfar?
Because he's too obsessed with being an Avenger to care about boobs.
Alright. That's, yeah, you've risen above my bait.
So we've got a couple more items that we can do here. This is the friend item, where Iruka yells at Sasuke because he's back in the academy or something, I guess.
Yeah, okay. I'm always thinking about the, pay attention voice line from, one of the GameCube arena fighters, although I don't remember what that was. Maybe that was the original Storm?
Could have been. That worked out in my favor, but I actually meant to do this. I ended up jumping over Sasuke's attack, and I did not mean to do that.
You are still, like, smoking. Are you poisoned?
I was hit with a slow. One of the items that you can use is Lee's weights from his leg weights, and it slows the character that's hit with it down by a little bit. Here we have the special attacks, which activates basically a cinematic with, as you can see, a button minigame that I have to click all the buttons on the left in order to keep the attack going, and the opponent has to hit all the buttons on the right side in order to reduce the incoming damage.
Oh my god, you do so many of them in a row.
Yeah.
Jutsu!
You and your stupid jutsu!
Most of those are either 2 attacks or 3 attacks in a row.
Okay.
Basically depends on, you know, what character is using it and what they're doing and things like that.
Kakashi, bro, that's favoritism.
Well, I mean, Naruto's being helped by Iruka, who's not even, like, part of the team anymore. He's, like, supposed to stop helping after the academy.
Yeah, but one of them is, like, Special Jonin, and the other one is a teacher at the academy.
Yeah.
I'll exceed the Hokage!
Uh-huh. Sure. He does eventually do that, but definitely not in this form. I'm gonna try to show off all the special techniques. Everyone has 3 levels of them, depending on how many times you press the chakra button before attacking. 1, 2, and 3. It kind of also depends on whether the opponent actually lets me hit them, because you can guard them.
Of course.
Mysterious assassin! Hidden Mist Village Ninja!
Haku is almost always the most annoying to fight,
What the
because
heck
he's
are you?
very defensive fighter. He blocks a lot, and he also has a counter move as one of his jutsu. Haku's also very quiet compared to most of the other voice lines, which kind of fits his character though.
It's always so funny to me that one of the things that Naruto games did for such a long time was just keep revisiting this exact period of time.
And then you get Ultimate Ninja Storm 1, which completely skips over it.
And thank God.
Haku and Zabuza were not in the Storm games until Storm Generations, which was after Storm 2. It was in between Storm 2 and 3 that it got added. So for Storm 1 and Storm 2, they weren't part of the game at all. They didn't even get acknowledged until then, and then in the story until Storm 3, because they got brought back as zombies, basically.
Oh my god, imagine Naruto bringing out the sexy jutsu against Zabuza and Haku.
We're actually not going to fight Zabuza as Naruto. It's kind of weird, but we don't actually fight him in a couple of these right away.
Okay. How many fights are there per episode? Like, where are we going?
Well, that's a good question, because... Oh, I'm getting hit by Haku's level 3 right here.
Show you my real speed.
Demonic Ice Mirrors, and he barely got the button in time. The CPU having a lot of trouble hitting those buttons on their very real controller that the CPU is using.
Solid dot gif.
Oh, I did not hit the last button in time. This is actually going to hurt.
Secret art, Devil Region Ice Step. I will never be caught.
Anyway, to answer your question, there are 6 fights for most of the stories, except for, very specifically, Zabuza and Haku, because obviously they don't have a lot of people to fight in their story.
I honestly assumed they'd just get the same amount, but it'd be just a bunch of weirdos. Or like, everyone on the Team 7 in a row.
I mean, it is that. It's just only those 4.
Oh. No green demon?
Nope. Okay, well that was a bit touch and go because Haku hit the critical damage level 3 on me.
I won't lose no matter what. Hold fast to your dreams.
Hold fast to your dreams, Naruto. You will achieve them, for you are the main character.
And then Haku was totally fine.
Definitely, absolutely. Things did not happen that led to his death.
No, of course not. Well, we didn't see that here, so as far as I know, this is just an enemy ninja, and also, maybe they'll get along in the future, you know?
Oh, for sure. I mean, Naruto even said they could have been friends. We're speeding right along to the final phase of the Chunin exams.
Oh my god.
Yep.
We skipped a forest.
We skipped a lot.
I'll never forgive the jerk who calls
This
other
was-
people failures.
I don't know if it was the first Naruto video game. Neji about to drop the hottest mixtape of 1999, by the way.
Oh my
I'll
god.
win no matter what.
I don't know if this was the first Naruto video game, but it was definitely the first in the Ultimate Ninja series,
I'm gonna fight.
and
Believe it.
probably one of the first at all. I don't know if it was the first, like I said, but it was pretty early on. So, like I said, Naruto doesn't even have. Wow, counter right off the bat, buddy.
That's canon.
Yeah, that is actually canon, though.
Oh, there's a hole down there. There's
Yeah.
an actual tunnel.
Yeah, that's the hole that Naruto would make with his attack in this fight in canon.
And there's a potted plant down there.
Mm-hmm.
There are way too many people out here. That is not correct.
Yeah, there's definitely not supposed to be like any assistance going on either. The item that Iruka gave me is food pills, which in the anime, or in the actual series, what it's supposed to do is just refill your chakra very quickly, and if you take them too much, you basically get poisoning. Because it's like not natural. In the games, what they usually do with food pills is they just give you attack up for some reason. I don't really know why.
You just get to put more juice in your punches. That man is a dog now.
Get hit by this, thank you.
Summoning jutsu.
Congratulations, Naruto, you summoned a tadpole.
There's
It's definitely what happened in the Chunin exams. Congratulations, you summoned a frog. Oh, actually, it's a toad. There's a difference.
You're right.
So that one only has 2 attacks to it, instead of 3, for whatever reason. Kicked him while he was down, literally.
Yeah.
I'm getting strong.
In the Clash of Ninja games, one of Naruto's attacks is actually to send a clone through the ground and then uppercut out of the ground, like he does in the fight against Neji. In this game, you can only do that with Naruto as one of his assists when playing as another character, which is a bit disappointing.
Yeah. There are a lot of, like, standout moments of techniques throughout, obviously, this battle anime. But there are also just a lot of them that get applied in really funny ways sometimes. The ability to just, like, dig underground anywhere no matter what you're doing, always funny. Being in the sand against Gaara, very funny.
I have a real
Oh, yes. Funny for Gaara, at least.
Yeah, someone will be laughing, for sure.
Yeah.
Does this guy have something inside him too?
I exist in order to kill everyone other than myself.
Naruto really went from so confident to so concerned in just a flash.
Gaara literally said, I need to kill people in order to exist, and Naruto's response was, don't be selfish.
So they're all dead.
That's how arguments on the internet go.
That is exactly how arguments go. Understandably, Gaara is also very defensive. That's kind of his whole shtick. This is also the worst stage in the game because there's this constant wind effect going on, and also the back area that you can transport to has a giant, I think it's a snake that's fighting or something.
Okay.
If you get hit by that, it like breathes a whole lot of fire. Sexy jutsu should definitely not work on Gaara at this point.
Maybe it's the Kaguya syndrome, you know, it's just that confusing that it makes an opening.
It might be, yeah. I mean, he is also a 12-year-old boy, regardless of anything else.
I really can't get over how hard you kick them when they're already down.
Hey, it's free damage.
That's just a full-bodied motion. You really get all the way down on the ground to do it.
Oh, there's another layer down there. I was hoping to knock him off the side.
Just win via ring out?
No, actually, they just fall down and take damage.
Oh, okay.
Hiruka, yell at him. He got hit.
Awesome.
Oopsie. I'm still kind of messing up a lot because I'm... That's a great fucking way to win, Jesus.
I'm getting strong.
Oh my lord.
You punched that guy around the world. He should up on the other side.
Truly become strong when they want to.
I was trying to say I'm still getting used to the controls because I reverse my attack and jump buttons because it's just what I got used to playing this game for years. And because I started a new file, it did not have that. So that's my fault for forgetting that. I'm just dealing with it for this one, and I'm going to change it for the next ones.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we have fought Gaara, who's our final opponent?
Orochimaru? Okay, yeah. It's the only one I could think of.
Yeah, sure. These two definitely fought in Naruto Part 1.
They were on opposing sides of the same fight a couple times.
I don't think they ever met
What the
at
heck
all.
are you?
No, in part 1 they did. When Naruto was going over to recruit
No
Tsunade.
matter what.
That's true. You're right. I completely forgot about that. I was only thinking in the scope of the story that this game covers. But you're right. They definitely did meet when it got to that point. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna fight.
We're now on our 4th attempt for this fight because Orochimaru is kind of nuts. He do be pressing buttons, and I do be dying. Here, have a sexy jutsu.
They're just handing these out.
Those guys are just 2D. I never saw from that angle. Those guys are just 2D. The ones holding the barrier.
Mm-hmm.
Orochimaru stalling out the auto substitution that I had going there.
I'm also loving chakra recovery as a mechanic, both because I think it's an interesting way to do supers by trading hits, and also because it's very funny to think about it as an in-universe thing, as if you can ever do that.
Yeah, for sure. There's also the chakra recovery. I've regained my chakra that kind of became a meme in the Sparanda community for as little as that was.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can survive Orochimaru's super here. There are definitely not multiple of those swords. There's only one of those. That's meant to be based on the legendary sword that Susanoo from Japanese mythology uses. Grass cutting sword, or I can't remember the full Japanese name of it right now. I'm kind of focusing on not dying.
It's usually abbreviated to grass cutting sword or Masamune, but it has an incredibly long title.
Yeah, for sure. Can I hit this? No. Orochimaru is being very rude. He did keep me from falling off the side there, so I appreciate that. He also then fell off himself.
That looked less like he fell off and more like he jumped. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that can happen. So, Naruto finally got the summoning jutsu right, or maybe Jiraiya did it for him. We're not actually sure about that one. This is also way smaller than Gamabunta actually is. And Naruto doesn't have anything else to put on his level 3, so instead they just have the 4th Hokage show up for some reason.
Like they knew.
This is Orochimaru's nightmare, by the way, just having the 4th Hokage show up. That did half of his health. I'm glad we're done with this. That was what, my 5th attempt, I think?
Yeah, I think so.
I never go back on my word. That's my ninja way.
Yeah, take that, Orochimaru.
That's how I beat you, by not going backwards.
Can't be.
And then they reveal that it's all a dream.
Well, they reveal that this sort of happened. Every story has its own little ending section here.
The old man
Oh, he's so small.
on the Hokage.
He's so tiny.
Believe it.
Hey, don't get carried away.
Sakura, I'm really cool, aren't I?
No, you're still wearing a giant bright orange jumpsuit, so... I like how we beat Sasuke in that storyline, and they're like, yeah, you're no match for Sasuke.
Naruto, it really might be you who follows in my footsteps.
No, it's not, but that's okay.
Get away from my front door.
Saga.
And we can now play as Neji.
Great.
Well, that was the first part of the Naruto Ultimate Ninja playthrough. That was a riot and a half, for sure. Tune in next time for the Sasuke saga.
See ya.